And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed. And behold, he stood by the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat-fleshed, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other kine upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and lean-fleshed kine did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kine.
It has been another week of terrible wildfires in the nation's west, with the worst of those fires in southeast Oregon, covering an area about the size of New York City. One more consequence of the worst drought in 1,000 years. Ben Tracy looks at what's behind what some are now calling the mega drought.
Once seen as a place of endless possibilities, grand vistas, bountiful resources, and cities that somehow grew out of deserts. Now Manifest Destiny has become a manifest emergency. A scorching drought made worse by climate change is draining reservoirs at an alarming pace, fueling massive wildfires and deadly heat waves, and withering one of the most important agricultural economies in the country.
I'm really concerned, really worried.
We did it, we built it, we've become reliant on it. So we have to deal with what we have. We did it, we built it, we've become reliant on it. So we have to deal with what we have.
Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine. But the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass.
When it loses this much water, to me that is an enormous wake-up call.
Next month, the federal government is expected to make an unprecedented decision, declaring a first-ever shortage on the river, triggering cuts to the water supply in Arizona and Nevada that will cost some farmers 25% of their water.
So it's a tipping point. It's an existential issue for Arizona, for California, for Nevada. It is a river system and a water supply that cannot fail.